Part 1, Describing USA Today, a country with a history spanning over 25 years as the largest selling daily newspaper in America, is an impressive feat. In the past, however, the newspaper faced challenges with reduced engagement due to its simplified writing style. Yet, in recent times, there has been a notable transformation. USA Today has reverted to a more traditional journalistic approach, resulting in an influx of diverse international news coverage. Number 2, the big difference between fads and trends is time. Fads come and go quickly, becoming popular fast but also disappearing just as fast. Trends also start suddenly and become very popular, but they stick around and can have a long-lasting impact on a specific market. At first, fads and trends might seem similar, but they actually clash. Fads are often promoted by small companies trying to make money quickly, while big companies are hesitant to jump on board. If a big company promotes something as a trendsetter and it turns out to be just a fad, it could hurt their reputation. Number 3, Part 3. First, mention all characters and the characteristic of each in detailed information. First, Jack, the protagonist, described as a bold and courageous lad who takes delight in tales, adventure, and chivalry. He's resourceful and clever, using his wit to outsmart his adversaries. Number 2, King Arthur, a famous king in whose reign the story takes place. Although not directly involved in the narrative, his knights and the Round Table are mentioned, setting the historical backdrop. Number 3, Cormoran, a giant who terrorizes Cornwall, describes a huge, fierce, and savage. He's depicted as a menace who preys on livestock and is a danger to the people. 4. Blunderbore, another giant who seeks revenge on Jack. He keeps an enchanted castle and is portrayed as ruthless and cunning. Number 5. Ladies, three women held captive by Blunderbore, who are rescued by Jack. They described as nearly starved and suffering under the tyranny of the giants. Number 6. Welsh Giant, a giant encountered by Jack during his travels. He is portrayed as deceitful and aggressive. Number 7. Knight and Lady, a couple saved by Jack from the clutches of a monstrous giant. They express gratitude to Jack for their rescue. Number 8. Hermit, an old man who informs Jack about the enchanted castle and its inhabitants. He provides guidance and assistance to Jack. Number 2. What is the conflict between the main character and the antagonist? The conflict primarily revolves around Jack's encounters with various giants, particularly Cormoran and Blunderbore. These giants pose threats to the people and must be dealt with. Additionally, there's an element of revenge, as Blunderbore vows to seek retribution against Jack for his actions. Number 3, how does the main character solve the problem? Jack solves the problem of the giants through the combination of bravery, resourcefulness, and cunning. He devises strategies to defeat them, such as digging a pit to trap Cormoran and using an invisible cord and sword sharpness to outmaneuver and defeat Blunderbore. Jack also shows compassion by rescue the captive ladies and ensuring their safety. Number 4. Explain who is the Blunderbore. Blunderbore is another giant in the story who seeks revenge on Jack for his action against Cormoran, his brother. He keeps an enchanted castle where he holds captives, including the Duke's daughter transformed into a deer. Blunderbore is depicted as cunning and cruel, but ultimately meets his demise at the hands of Jack. Number 5. Retell the story based on the audio using your own word. In the time of King Father, in the time of King Arthur, a brave boy named Jack lived in Cornwall. He loved hearing stories of knights and giants. One day, Jack decided to defeat a huge giant who terrorized the land. He tricked the giant into falling into a pit and then killed him. Later, another giant named Blunderbore captured Jack and locked him up, but Jack outsmarted the giants, killed them, and rescued some trapped ladies. Jack continued his adventures and defeated more giants. He even saved a knight and his lady from a monster. Eventually, Jack climbed a mountain and defeated a giant named Galligantus. He freed everyone the giant had turned into animals. Jake became famous, married a princess, and lived happily ever after.